Hello everybody and welcome to my 12th video I think it is. So in this video I will be doing my first episode of Birthdays The Beginnings. I've had this game out for a while, it's been out for a while, but I thought I would play it. So today we're going to play it. So we're going to do free mode. We'll do small. Nope. Right, so we're going to start completely fresh. Completely new. Okay. If you want, you can pause the video and read this if you want. I personally don't really like reading it, because I've played this game before. So, and I've seen it multiple times before, so I don't really want to. So what should we name it? I have a couple of save files this game that I like to play on. So each one I have to make up a unique name, or else, well, I won't actually be able to tell them apart. I don't know. Just put in a bunch of random letters. Yeah. I haven't actually done that with any of my saves, so yeah, there we go. So there we go, hit birth 5. So now we're free to do whatever we want, basically. So somehow I birthed phytoplankton when there's no ocean. Here we're starting completely from fresh. Although you do start with some items, which is good. Help you build, get started. So, of course, there's also the fruit of knowledge, if not, although you only use that to make the people very, So I'm just going to make a nice big hole in the ground. I'm going to make a second hole in the ground. And a hole there. I might do a hole in the ground here. And then I think I'll also do one here. I'm just doing a lot of holes in the ground. There we go. We'll do a hole in the ground here. And I'll do a hole in the ground here. I'll do one here. So now all we really need to do is go up and wait for time to pass, I guess. Wait. And wait. And wait. As time passes in the game. So eventually you get zooplankton, and after a while you'll get the first organism thingy that makes all the plants, the stromatolite. So they basically create all the plants and make oxygen and stuff for all the new things to come. Right now I'm just going to try and increase the temperature. Just because, well, the temperature needs to be increased. Because it's after a while, so see that little mini map at the top right? On the right there's a red number, there's red numbers, and on the left there is blue numbers. The blue numbers are the current temperature, and the red numbers are what the temperature is going to become after so much time has passed, and that's too cold for stromatolite. So we need to make it, So we need to make it a lot hotter. Oh, no. So yeah, we're going to bark Stromatolite. Which is going to be good once we bark it. Because it's basically going to create oxygen for the animals and stuff to start appearing. And once that happens, you can get dinosaurs and people and a lot of things. Although usually you don't have dinosaurs and people at the same time. Unless you use like a scorch stone. So in this game you get different types of stones. You get warmth stone, flame stone and scorch stone. Scorch stone rises the temperature by 30. Flame stone rises it by 20 and warmth stone rises it by 10. And then these just do the opposite. This one lowers it down by 10, this one lowers it down by 20, this one lowers it down by 30. And yeah, we're just going to try and warm up the place a bit here. For the first organisms in this game, at the start you really do want it to warm up. Once you get later into the game, then you don't really want it to warm up as much. Like once you're like a quarter way through with like all the primitive fish and stuff, once you start all that, you want it to stay about 30. Stay about 30. But when you get the dinosaurs, you want to put it up to like 41. I find is a good temperature because most of the dinosaurs like a minimum temperature or a maximum temperature of 41. So, yeah. Here we go, we have a nice big ocean. I'm just going to go up here and we'll just put in progress. Yes, the first organism, Stromatolite. Now, if you want, you can actually go up to them, and if you're on PS4, it's the really big button. I don't know what the big button's called, but press that one, you're on top of it. And if you're on PS4, if you're on Xbox or PC or laptop or whatever, I don't know how you do it. Here we go, now we can make a bigger area at a time. So we can extend the ocean a lot quicker now. So raise the temperature a lot quicker. Let's do this. So when you're at the starting bit, you kind of want the temperature to be about 40, in my opinion. 39 to 40. As soon as you get past like the first couple creatures, then you want to start killing everything down. Actually, usually at this bit you get a type of seaweed in the game. So usually once you start killing it down, a new seaweed will come and take that one's place. It's like a lighter green coloured seaweed. So it's all about trying to balance it, find the balance in it, I guess. Make sure it's not too hot, make sure it's not too cold. Which is why the warmth stones and stuff can actually help. Because then you can make specific areas of the map hotter or colder, and other areas can be hotter. But you can only use the one of them at a time. So say if you want to use a warmth stone, then you can't use a chill stone unless you want to remove the warmth stone. Unless you do remove it quickly, which is kind of complicated, but it's kind of easy to get used to, I guess. So we're just going to make lots of shallows because the first organisms in this game love shallows, like a lot. Basically, lots of the first organisms just live in shallows, like that's the only place they live in, are the shallow areas. There we go, we got a new thing, Cyclomedusa, which is, I'm pretty sure, a jellyfish, a very primitive jellyfish. I'm pretty sure I am, yeah, but it's a very primitive jellyfish. Like, after a while, if you get the right conditions, another jellyfish will come. The game says it appeared and took Cyclomedusa's place, but whenever I seem to do it, the Cyclomedusa seems to keep on making it go extinct, basically. Because usually whenever both of them are alive at the same time, both the jellyfish, they're just fighting all the time. And then there's this other little jellyfish, primitive looking jellyfish. And then of course there's all the other jellyfish. Now so if you do actually go down a certain tree in the game, you can actually get a lot of stuff. Like if you can get like lots of monsters and stuff. Like big T-Rexes with horns on their heads and huge lions and giant squids, which is pretty cool. But for that you do have to usually cool it down a bit, because by the time most people get that in the game, you have to kind of cool it down a bit for all the Nautilus to come. The Nautilus and everything else to come, because they're what evolving on the tree. From the starfish tree. So the starfish evolve into stuff, but I can't actually find that tree right now. But there are a lot of dinosaurs and other things here. So if you're wondering what these ones here are, they are just automatically unlocked little thingies. They're just different types of grass that spawns in flowers. You can't actually capture them, but they're automatically captured basically, I guess. And they sort of just appear around the map, and you can't really evolve them when you take them, pretty sure. They do really make the place look nice here. So what we're trying to get now is the Pika, I'm pretty sure it's called. Or this guy, I'm pretty sure this is called an Alamanacaris. At least it looks like an Alamanacaris. Which, if you didn't know, at its time was the deadliest predator at its time in the primitive oceans 500 million years ago. It was about 1 meter long and sharp teeth on those little tentacles at the front of its mouth, but I guess in this game they didn't put on the sharp teeth. And then also we can go down the trilobite tree and get insects and dragonflies and butterflies and a lot of butterflies. And of course you can get spiders down here, which all evolve from this one, which can evolve into this one, which can evolve into this one, which can evolve into this one, and that one can also evolve into that one. But what we are trying to get right now is this, so it wants 41 to 51C. Wait, do we have 41 to 51C? Yep, we definitely have it hot enough. So there are like seeds of evolution and mutation which can kind of speed up the process of new creatures coming in. But I don't have any, I don't think, when you start out. So you kind of have to just kind of wait till they spawn in on the map as items, and then you can collect the items and then get. That is, I'm pretty sure, the big things this little trilobite do. And he evolves into a little box, and I just got him, so not the guy that we were looking for, but at least it's something new. I mean, at this point you kind of just want to get everything that you can get to speed up the building process, because you need, the more level ups you get, the bigger you can make your corset, which is, I think, a really cool, I think it's a really cool part of the game that that's a thing. like when you level it, you get a bigger cursor, but you can actually like adjust it, which is really cool, and I really like that. Yeah, so we're just gonna let it run that and see what happens. Two new things, Camera and Don I don't know. So we got the Picats, which is what we've been needing because they basically open up the whole land tree. Like they open up the dinosaurs and lizards and everything basically, and all the fish stuff. What's the other thing? Or is it? There's apparently a new thing right here. I can't see it then. Try and get to it on this little mode here, or it only shows you the no. Okay, it's a little shell. But I'm pretty sure that's from the trilobite tree. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so these can evolve into the starfish, and this one can evolve into this, which can evolve into this, which can evolve into this, which can evolve into this, and this, and this, and this, and then this. As this is like meant to be like the deadliest creature in the game. It's a giant saber-toothed lion, which comes from this giant spiky T-Rex with a massive horn in its head. Which looks really cool. So right now we're going to try and get the first primitive jawless fish. So we got this guy, the Pika. So he can evolve into this guy, I don't know what it's called. This one. But we want to get him so he can evolve into these little fish, which can evolve into Steelocamp, which can evolve into Ephiostega, which can evolve in loads of mammals, and it can also evolve into Dimentrodon, amphibian, and then it can also evolve into Dimentrodon, which also can evolve into all the mammals, and eventually can become dinosaurs. I mean, yeah, it can also become dinosaurs, but it can also become mammals. It can become either one, really. So, yeah. So we're going to try and get with the jawless fish 36 to 46C. 36. 46. Okay, so we should have the right temperature. I guess we just need to wait. Is that what we want? Oh, the second thing just popped up like right as I came out of that. Let's see what we got. We got oh yep, there's the little jawless fish. Right here is other than the starfish. Well, I think it was actually the first one. Let's go here and get these. I like these. Let's see what we can get. A seed of evolution, that's actually really good at something that evolve, but with the right conditions. The only problem is whenever you use a seed of evolution, there's a high chance that whatever you make with it's going to go extinct because if it naturally comes, and if you haven't changed anything since it came, it should stay. 30 to 40. 30 to 40. C. I might need to place down a cold stone. Actually, if I go slightly deeper into the deeper sea, like right here. So right here is still C, but the lower you go down, the colder it gets, I'm pretty sure in the game. So right here, I've went down to this level right here, which is actually slightly colder than all the other levels. So I should be able to count the fishes, little school of fish. Yep, I think that's it. I think that's the little school of fishes. And, don't see them, and don't really see anything then. But there we go. Yep, it's this little school of fishes. And they can actually evolve into coelacanth, which evolves into like all land animals. Let's see, 38, what does coelacanth want? 25 to 31. There is actually a way to fix this right now, I can just make it deeper. And that could help. So, how much is it? 25 to 41. There we go. So that should actually be the right conditions for coelacanth to appear. So we just need to go up here, fast forward time, and wait for something else to happen. I think it might be time to speed the evolution up. Maybe with a seed of evolution. Like, that might help. Let go a little bit quicker. If we just put a seed of evolution on it. That usually speeds up the process. Although it usually doesn't mean it's gonna stay. But I'm gonna try it anyway, because sometimes they do stay. Once you do that, also put a seed of mutation on it just in case. I'm pretty sure that was the fish I put it on, because if it isn't, that might be. Two new things. One is a new school of fish. Number two is a new jawless fish. This is why I don't like using the seed of evolution all the time, because this is what usually happens. I get everything that I don't really want. What was something there? I think that's just like a new type of seaweed, but yeah, just a new type of seaweed. Actually, no, it's a new type of starfish. That's actually pretty good. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.